Hi Scorpio, welcome to your fortnightly check-in with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Scorpio, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you all on your path to highest vibrational good. I'm going to pop these to the side. So for your cross purposes, what may be getting in the way of whatever you're trying to create or manifest into your world at this moment in time on the macro cosmic level, as in what you're not in control of? You have the moon card. The past is alive and kicking over this next fortnight, and it may very well be that you have some kind of this might be like a recurrence of something. So let's say a situation arises and you think to yourself, this is oddly similar to an experience that I've had before. Sorry, this may also be that you have a it may be something from your past that comes up, or a theme or an energy or something that kind of invades your world, and you think, okay, this is, you know what, I don't understand why this is showing up now, even though it's an experience that I've had previously. On a microcosmic level, so where and how might you be getting in your own way, and where is it showing up for you? For this, you have the Two of Cups. So straight up, a past relationship, a past partner, somebody that you dated, maybe the one that got away. It could also be a possibly as well, for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this could be an issue, a recurring issue that has maybe caused a problem or a rift in a relationship previously. This time it comes up in order for you to resolve it once and for all. This is crazy because it's kind of like, obviously Venus is retrograde at the moment, so this kind of speaks to that as well. For your actions and interactions with the world at large, you've got the Two of Swords. Excuse me, with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so in terms of what you're setting forward or what you're embarking on over the course of this week, it does seem like you're trying to right a wrong in some way, shape or form. Whether this is one that was done to you or whether it was done, one that you've done to somebody else, it's almost like you're trying to make amends for something this week. And it's all like, I kind of get the feeling for a lot of you, this is going to be like some kind of remedial action. Now, nothing wrong with that. It's wonderful, especially like if you know you were in the wrong with something and you try to make up for it. However, you can't do that if you're forcing it down someone's throat, right? All you can do is offer the apology, the kind word, whatever it may be, and vice versa. Nobody can force you to accept an apology, and nobody wants you to, right? If someone says, okay, great, thank you for that, you know, we're still done, or whatever the case may be, find a way to move beyond it. For your career and communications, you've got the Five of Swords with the Justice card and the Nine of Wands. So there is a potential here, certainly with work-based, professional and or academic connections. One way this potentially shows up is maybe you're having to mediate. Another way that this potentially shows up as well is it could be somebody that is seeking some kind of legal action. Now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this does kind of suggest that there may be, you might need to take something down the not the disciplinary route, what's the word that I'm looking for, like you may need to raise a formal complaint of some sort, especially if you see or feel that something is kind of, you know, marginally unfair. And it looks like this is potentially the case for a lot of you. You might have to raise a grievance or something like that. Same thing for those of you that are employed by somebody else. However, for you guys, this may also be that you are, you know, in response to you being sick or unwell or like an issue arising, it's almost like you're being penalized for something here and you're not standing for it. And so then you're going to seek some kind of legal counsel or reconciliation for it. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, if you have employees or collaborators, it looks like they are really not getting along at the moment, and there's you in the middle having to kind of rectify all of this, and it's like it's detracting. Not only are they not focused on the business because they're too busy sort of sniping at each other, but now you're not able to focus on the business because you're having to focus on them. This is like one of those professional equivalents of where you have to kind of bang the kids' heads together and say, look, get your shit together. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, this could actually be something that you are pursuing because of an injury or a touch wood, I hope I'm wrong, an injury or accident that you have. You know, and if this is a legal matter, potentially it's one that's already come up before for some of you. For your love and relations, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, new home potentially with the Three of Cups. So for those of you that are at childbearing age, there's possibilities here around conception, so that could be really nice. For a select few of you, and I very rarely say this, but for a select few of you, this could be a reuniting with an old partner. So if you're single and you're looking to mingle and, you know, get into all of that, this could actually be somebody that comes back into your world, likely to be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that you could be reconnecting with. And that Ace of Pentacles almost suggests that this time round, there is a lot more of a stable base for you guys to work on and or with. So I like this. If you're partnered, married, or in a long-term commitment, this is where you and your partner are going back over some kind of old plan so that you can move forward with it. It's like something that's been on the shelf, or maybe something that had come up as a problem or an issue previously. You're now able to say, okay, well, we've moved past that now, and actually because we understand that at a much deeper level, we know where we can take the next sort of stage of our relationship. For your money and materials, you have the Page of Wands, getting creative about making that money. You've got the Moon card, so a double up here, and the Queen of Cups. So your Queen of Cups is very likely to be a Pisces woman. She does have the key or the ability to help you understand or create an idea out into the world that ends up potentially being quite lucrative. However, this does appear to be somebody that's got their own stuff going on at the moment, and so their availability might be a little bit erratic. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, there's a lot of focus here on what's the word that I'm looking for? I don't want to say remedial, but it kind of feels like some kind of preventative measure is being put in place here. So it's like, or some kind of rehabilitation. And this will be around the feet, the ankles, and the lower parts of the legs. I'm intrigued. So maybe your, physiotherapist says, look, I want you to do these things for your toes or for your feet or for your ankles. Really interesting. For those of you that are, for your home and environment, I like this for bringing the outside in. So if you've got any sort of party or whatever going on, if you're looking for a theme, try to find a way to bring summer indoors. Or you could just have an outdoor party. I mean, that works too. But it looks like a lot of you are doing this. Another way that it could potentially show up is that you have a get together. And I've got to tell you, it's going to be a riot. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're playing host and you're going to have a lot of fun doing it. The possibility here, though, is it could kind of end up with, I don't know if you've ever had this where you go out with friends and they all get absolutely trashed, and for some reason you're not able to get that drunk that night and you end up sort of mothering or babying everybody. It's a potential. Anyway, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic fortnight. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.